The most fundamental aspect of a word's meaning is that it refers to some entity or relation, real or imaginary, in the world. So we can refer to this entity or relation as the word semantic meaning. Obviously, whenever we use any word, it refers to an entity. We use book, so the word book refers to an entity, a thing, right? We use some word, for example, angel. It refers to an entity. Maybe we cannot see it, right? So this is how we compose word and their meaning. Formal approaches to grammar have provided us with terminology that allow us to make even more fine-tuned distinction between meanings. So we have certain grammatical categories, and on the basis of those categories we can distinguish different types of words and their shades and layers. For example, we come across the word reptile. So we use this word reptile to all the individuals in the word that are reptiles, right? So it can be a crocodile, it can be a snake. Similarly, the verb respect and love, they show relationship between the and among the individuals. We can differentiate, obviously, whenever we come across two words, we can differentiate what entities they reflect to. So a bear from the teddy bear, we can distinguish between bear and a teddy bear. We know that bear is an animal and teddy bear is a stuffed toy. Similarly, foliage from leaf is easily distinguishable. Literature from books. So sometimes we distinguish things on the basis of their mass and count distinction. Mass which cannot be counted and count which can be count. For example, water is a mass noun, right? And book is a count noun. We can have books. Verbs are given labels such as aggressive, right? Accusative, transitive, or intransitive. Aggressive verbs are the verbs which have an object in the beginning, right? And similarly, we can have accusative, right? The verb that have a direct object, and transitive verb that passes over to something else or affects something else, some object, or intransitive which do not pass over to anything else, like he went home. So the went is an intransitive verb. So these are different categories given to us by the grammarian, then by the discipline of grammar, which help us to distinguish different types of words. The main problem of lexical semantic is that the meanings of individual lexemes are highly diverse. I mean, we take up a lexeme, right? And its meaning are so diverse. We call this problem the problem of polysemy. So as the word or the lexeme has different meanings, so we say that it's a problem. For example, let's take the verb lose. We can use this verb lose in different meanings. So let's look at their examples. They lost their passports. Jake lost his job. Sarah lost her husband to cancer. I lost my temper. We both lost 10 pounds. So if you look at the examples that we have just given of lose, they has somehow all the sentences share some similar meaning, but all of the meaning of lose reflected here are related. They are all instances of the same lexeme. Because lose has more than one related meaning, we say that it is polysemous. For example, there are many types of polysemy. Mass count as a distinction. I love watermelon. So melon here is used as a mass noun. And in the second sentence, I sold 3 watermelons. It is used here as countdown. Figure ground reversal. Hugh broke the window, right? It's an object. The kids climb through the window, right? Through obviously when we say broke the window, it means the pane of the window. Container contained alternation, hot glass put under cold water will shatter. Franny drowned the glass in 2 seconds flat. So here what a container contains, we generally give me water and give me a glass of water. Place, people, alternation. The president and his family live in the White House. It's a place. And now the White House announced yesterday that the peace talks will continue. So here the White House, which is a place, is used as the people living in the White House. So this is these are very common examples that we use in our daily interaction with others. The sentence from 2 to 4 contain pair of words with very different, even contradictory interpretation, yet they represent single lexeme. First, we saw that single lexeme have different is used in different words, sharing same meanings, some similarity. And in the second instance, we saw that there are certain words which are used in different meaning, in which there is no relationship. Examples like these show that the same phonetic string can convey different but related meaning depending on the linguistic and pragmatic context. So this tells us that same lexeme can have sometime related meaning, and sometime it can have different shades, or sometime altogether different meaning. So these are the problems which the linguists encounter as polysemy problems.